The question is, from Thinking Focus.
Hi, this is Paul. We've been recording these podcasts for nearly a decade now, so we're taking the opportunity to dive back to some of our favourite or most meaningful podcasts. I'm heading back to May 2020 with this one. It's podcast number 85. Should RACI be changed to ARCI? You may have come across the RACI model before. It's used all the time to help people work out the different roles in a big complex project. Responsible, accountable, consulted, informed. And it's really interesting because if you think about responsible and accountable people doing the work, they play a very different role to consulted and informed. And that creates some complications. So going back to the podcast where Ricky and Rob were talking about, well, what are these four things?
And the reality is people often confuse responsibility and accountability. And, it's really simple when you boil it down that there is only one person that can be accountable. Because if you have multiple owners, multiple accountabilities, and the reality is who takes responsibility, who takes the ultimate accountability, I should say, when things aren't going as planned? Who's going to make the call in terms of to stop, start, or change direction even? Mm-hmm. And therefore, if I think it's you and you think it's somebody else, then actually all of a sudden we're building in potential risk and potential inefficiency into the system that compromises our ability to deliver. So for me, accountability is all about a single point of ownership of it. Whatever it is, whether it's a goal, a project, a change program, it really doesn't matter, but there's one single owner.
Okay.
Now, what that doesn't mean, though, is you can't have individual responsibilities allocated, but it's the collection of responsibilities that add up to the ultimate accountability. So I might allocate task A to you, you might allocate task B to me, task C to somebody else, etc., etc. But fundamentally, it's when you join those dots together, the successful completion of each of the dots ultimately means we deliver, but the accountability for the whole thing sits with one individual.
The thing with RACI is everybody really focuses on those first two places. Accountable, the person who's kind of going to get the blame or credit when it goes right or wrong. And responsible, people who've got work to do, various functions or deliverables within the project. But sometimes in large projects, in large organisations, in leadership teams, the consulted and informed play really key roles. And leaders, particularly the accountable person, may need to spend some time helping them deal with it. You see, I'm going to tell a really bad dad joke. The joke about the pig and the chicken opening a restaurant, but they can't decide on the name. And they're back and forth. Eventually the chicken says, I think I've got it. Let's go with ham and eggs. And the pig gets really upset. And the chicken's like, what have I done? And the pig goes, this is everything about you. Yeah, again, I'm committed and you're just involved. And that's the difference between accountable and responsible and the level of commitment they have to the project. And the consulted and informed, who are kind of involved, but they don't have any stake in it. There's nothing on the line for them. And sometimes if you find out actually you're going to be informed about a project, doesn't matter how passionate you are, how much you care about it, you react. The whole system one reaction, the chimp reaction rises up because you want more of a say. And the reality is some of these projects can't have 200 responsible, accountable people, loads of people working on it. Some people we have to go to and think about, well, yeah, you can have an opinion. You can have some real input. You might have a level of expertise. You might have a legal expertise. You might have an IT expertise. You might have a marketing expertise. You might have a project expertise. But actually, as a consulted person, we have to take that expertise and make decisions around it. You don't get to have a vote and not have consequences in these projects. And so as the leader of the project, as the accountable person, or maybe as the responsible person, we have to help people understand that, yeah, we care about your opinion and we really want to consult you, but you don't get to hold the project up or get involved in every meeting or get a say in how we do things. But that doesn't mean we don't value your input. If you'd like to go back and listen to this podcast, it's podcast number 85 from May 2020, and it's called Should RACI Be Changed to ARCI?
Next time on The Question Is.
I love that idea of the internal people are not listening to us. And you go, well, are you listening to them? Are you trying to build a relationship where you can have a chance to talk to them and give them a customer perspective? Are you involving them with the customer? Are you getting them to understand the customer's perspective firsthand?
To find out how Thinking Focus can unlock the potential within your organisation, go to www.thinkingfocus.com, where you'll discover more about the work we do, helping our clients increase productivity and enable change.